Hello there, my name is Ashley, and today I'll be talking about how I built my Anby. Specifically, Anby, not, what, Samby's what I call her? Not this one. This one. The stun version. Anyway, to start off, she has 11,610 HP, 1,828 attack, 989 defense, as well as 189 impact, 48 crit rate over and 74 crit damage, 94 anomaly mastery, 138 anomaly proficiency, no pen ratio, and 1.2 energy regen. Now, equipment. My brain's trying to remember how I do this. W engines! I personally run her on her signature weapon, the Demara Battery Mark II. I feel like it does well with her. It gives increased electric damage, and then it hits enemy dodge, assist, energy regeneration, 27 for, which is really good, especially with someone for cons. With the additional energy regeneration, it gives her the impact. I think that's really good. If you don't have her signature, you could easily put her on the precious fossilized core. This also gives you impact. Increase is impact when the HP is low, and then more days on the target when the target's HP is no lower than 75. It further increases the impact it does. Besides that, you can put her on Vortex Revolver. It just makes the EX special attack inflict more damage, has attack percent as the main stat. Or the Vortex Arrow. This has impact as the main stat. And the equipper's attacks inflict 8% more days on their main target, which I think is pretty good. That's really it for the W engines. I don't have many I'd say put on her. Frankly, most impact characters, I don't have many to say put on them. Most of my cat characters are on this one because I find it better than this one because this one gives impact and this one gives additional impact if you have energy on you, which I tend to use their energy up pretty quickly. Anyway, artifact drive disc wise, Anby, I have Anby on a 4-piece Shockstar Disco and a 2-piece Thunder Metal. Now, there are various ways you could mix it up. You could do 2 pieces of the Shockstar Disco with like a 2-piece of King of the Summit, which is this one, which will give you plus more days. And then you could throw that in with like a 2-piece Shockstar Metal, Thunder Metal, and where I believe it's over here, I can find it, or a 2-piece Jazz to give her more energy regen. Or you could, which one was that one? Let me see if I can find it. I wrote it down, but I don't remember. Changes, protocol, actual Stonklum. This one. Oh, this is if you want her to do more damage while she's doing it. You can give her 2-piece of Dawn's Bloom, which will increase her basic attack. You could do that. You could put her on like a 4-piece of Swing Jazz with a 2-piece of the King of the Summit to just increase her days as much as you can. I don't think that's a horrible idea, but frankly, I'd say 2-piece wise, you could give her 2-piece Shockstar Disco, 2-piece Thunder Metal, 2-piece Swing Jazz, 2-piece King of the Summit, or 2-piece Dawn's Bloom, depending on what you want to do. Thunder Metal, Dawn's Bloom, and Swing Jazz all give her more. Well, Swing Jazz gives her more energy regen, which helps her generate her stuff faster. The other two give her more damage while giving her like a 4-piece. Well, Shockstar Disco and King of the Summit give her more days. You could also put her on 4-piece King of the Summit or 4-piece Shock Disco, both focusing on the days, and King of the Summit can actually help her buff her teammates. So it really depends on what you want your Anby to do and stuff like that. I personally have my Anby like this. I may give her swap the 2-piece Thunder Metal sometime for a 2-piece of the King of the Summit, and I may end up putting on a 4-piece King of the Summit. I'm not sure yet, but frankly, I don't run my Anby in any of my major teams, so I probably won't be looking at her too much. But this is the sets I have her on currently. Now, for main stat wise, on her 6, you want her to be on impact. On her 5, you're going to want an electric damage bonus. And on her 4, you're going to want crit rate or crit damage. I personally have her on crit rate, but you could also put her on crit damage if, that's what you want her to have more at for more damage. Now, skill-wise, as always, level the alphabet first, and then work down here. I would say do her base, then her E, then probably her alt, dodge, and assist. They recommend E first, then base, alt, dodge, and assist. I think whatever order is fine. I think, like I said, I think base, E, dodge, alt, assist, or something along the lines. Clearly, I've leveled her E more. Uh, that's just what I've done. And now, the cinema wise. Her C1 is upon her 4th hit of her basic attack. Her energy regeneration rate will increase by 12 for 30 seconds. Her C2 is when her third basic, when you hold your attack button on her third basic attack, so 1, 2, hold, she does her swinging kick shock thing, its damage is increased by 30%. And then her EX special attack, the damage increases by 30% if the opponent is stunned. And then her EX special attack, when hitting a non-stunned opponent, the days inflicted is increased by 10%. So it increases EX special attack's days when not stunned. And when stunned, it increases her I would say, lightly enhanced, I don't know, her third basic attack when you hold its damage by 30. Her C3 just increases the level of all of her things. Her C4 is when she launches a chain attack or an ultimate off-field electric agents, getting 3 energy. And then for every 12, this is where I was saying the ER comes in handy. And then for every 12 energy regeneration she has, she recovers an additional 2 energy. Now this goes up to 36 energy regeneration, because it will only have a maximum of 6. So up to 3 stacks of it. But she could help people regen a lot of energy that way. And then her C5, it just increases the level of all of her things again. And now her C6 is when she uses her EX special attack, she gains 8 stacks of charge. This has a max of 8 stacks. And then when she hits an energy with her base or her dash, she will consume 1 stack of charge, increasing the attack's damage by 45%. So honestly, it's pretty good, especially if you want her to be doing more damage. Anyway, that's it for how she is built round here. Now, let us get to teams and the boss we will be fighting. I will be fighting this guy, partially because I need to get some stuff for Soldier Zero Anby. And is that the team I'm running here? I have the team running her down here. I'm running here with Haramasa, Lucia, and of course herself. Anby herself, as you can see, wants to be run someone of the same attribute, that would be Haramasa, or of the same faction. So, our cunning-haired buddies. I ended up doing this. Honestly, I put this team together like a week ago. I don't remember why I put this team together for her, why this specific combo of people. Because I could feasibly shift her out for, pardon, Seed, and, they still have smiles and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and keep Lucia in there. It'll be a nice little mix of elements, but Anby's really just a stunner. She does use on-field time, so you don't want to pair her with anyone who wants a lot of on-field time. She wants some on-field time. She's not crazy heavy on it, but she just needs to be on-field to get all of her stunning done. Besides that, I don't have any specific notes for Anby or anything she specifically buffs that she'd be distinctly helpful with. She's just a stunner that you can throw into any team that you need a stunner in. Preferably with another electric unit and a cunning hair. So I don't have any special notes on her thing. I'm running on the electric thing, though. Anyway, let's get into this. Haramasa is clearly our main DPS. I'm so happy with him getting electric damage bonus. The shadow things Use that there. 1, 2, and I believe that's... Dang, I messed up the third attack. It's 1, 2, and then that's the... Come on! Every time! I'm trying to do something here! Quit hitting me! 1, 2, and then I believe that's the third hit, and that's the electric shock thing I was talking about that she gets the boost on when they are stunned. So, the most annoying part I find about Anby is that you do have to make sure you get through that full rotation there for her to do the most, and sometimes that's really annoying. I tend to, when I'm running her, just bother with her E and then don't worry about her doing stuff otherwise. And now we wait. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get some energy on her while I'm waiting. Just hit him. Don't get hurt too much. Alright, so we'll use, let's see, his ult here. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to Anby and use her ult. Now, could I probably be playing Anby better? Absolutely. Am I great at playing Anby? Absolutely not. Oh, dang it again. 1, 2, 3. Come on, yes! Because that's where she gets, I'm pretty sure that's where she gets a lot of her damage, along with if you can, like, time her E to be also at that time as well. I never really ran Anby much. But, so, because, honestly, I just found her frustrating to play. I don't think she's a bad character. I was just never great at playing her. So, I never played her much. I think, honestly, she's pretty solid, especially if you don't have many other stunners to go with. She is early game stunner. And, again, I'm not a big fan of the way she plays, personally. I think I messed up the third attack there. Yeah, I do think I'm messing it up. But I don't think that makes her a wholly bad unit or anything. Just personally, probably not gonna really use her for anything. Anyway, that's Anby. She did the second most, number-wise. I hope I had the level right. I think the level was fine. It just kinda, yeah, I did. Perfect. Anyway, that's all for how I built Anby. She's put together, she's got her thing, she's got artifacts. If I ever find myself in need of a character needing some other artifact, she's definitely going to be one of the first to get stolen from. You're great, Anby. I love her character, but I'm not so a big fan of playing her. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and may you have a blessed rest of your day.